Some nights are louder than crowds. Not because of noise, but because of thoughts. The hardest battles happen quietly. Inside rooms nobody sees. You don't miss sleep. You miss peace. Sometimes the reason you stay awake is because your mind never truly feels safe. The night reveals emotions that daylight successfully hides. Some people are tired of life. Others are just tired of pretending they are okay. Overthinking is exhausting, especially when your mind keeps replaying things that no longer exist. You can be surrounded by people and still feel emotionally homeless. Not every lonely person is alone. Some are simply misunderstood. The worst feeling is needing comfort, but wanting isolation at the same time. There are memories that visit only after midnight. Maybe healing feels lonely because growth is usually silent. You stopped explaining yourself because nobody truly listened anyway. Some scars become personality traits. You learn to stay quiet because honesty changed how people treated you. The saddest thing about pain is how normal it eventually feels. Your mind remembers what your heart desperately tries to forget. There are nights where silence feels heavier than words. You outgrew many people without noticing it. Sometimes distance is not measured in miles, but in emotional connection. People notice your absence more than your suffering. The strongest people often cry where nobody can hear them. You became emotionally independent because disappointment became too familiar. Some people apologize. Others change. There is a difference. You started healing the moment you stopped begging to be understood. Not every chapter needs closure. Some endings are simply unfinished. A tired soul sleeps differently. The scariest thing about life is how quickly people become memories. You can love someone deeply and still realize they are bad for your peace. The older you grow, the more silence becomes comforting. There are feelings that language cannot fully explain. Sometimes your mind creates storms from questions that never get answers. You were never asking for too much. You were asking the wrong people. Late nights make emotions feel louder. Nobody talks about the grief of becoming a different person. Your younger self would be shocked by how much you survived. Some people disappear physically. Others disappear emotionally. You became careful with attachment because abandonment taught you lessons. Not everyone who smiles feels alive inside. The night is dangerous for people who think too deeply. Sometimes music understands you more than humans do. You miss versions of people that no longer exist. Peace is expensive, That's why chaos is everywhere. The hardest goodbye is the one never spoken. You started protecting your energy when you realized not everyone deserves access to you. Some conversations remain in your head for years. Being emotionally aware is both a gift and a curse. Your heart notices everything. That's the problem. People leave quietly. Almost nothing ends dramatically in real life. There are nights where existing already feels exhausting. Maturity is realizing closure is not always guaranteed. You became colder because warmth made you vulnerable. Sometimes you are not sad, just mentally overloaded. Healing often looks like isolation. You stopped expecting people to stay, and somehow that hurt more. A peaceful mind is rarer than success. Some people only love you when you are easy to control. The soul becomes tired before the body does. Maybe your heart hurts because it remembers everything. You learn to disappear emotionally before people could leave physically. Not all pain screams. Some pain becomes silence. Overthinkers notice details others completely ignore. You don't need many people, just real ones. Loneliness changes the way time feels. Your silence says things your mouth never could. Sometimes growth means becoming unfamiliar to old friends. People often romanticize sadness until they actually experience it. The most painful realizations arrive quietly. There are thoughts that only exist after midnight. You became your own safe place because nobody else stayed long enough. The heart gets tired too. Maybe rest is not sleep. Maybe rest is feeling emotionally safe. Not everyone heals loudly. Some nights feel endless because your mind refuses to stop talking. You carry conversations that ended years ago. Sometimes the problem is not your life. It's your thoughts. People who feel deeply usually suffer quietly. Your sadness became elegant, invisible, functional. You are not weak for feeling too much. The moon understands lonely people. That's why night feels personal. There are moments where you miss people you should never miss again. A calm exterior can hide absolute chaos. Not every exhausted person needs sleep. Some need relief. You became harder to reach after being emotionally ignored too many times. Some memories arrive like rain, suddenly, without permission. You fear attachment because loss changed you. Sometimes you just want someone to genuinely understand you once. Quiet people usually think the loudest. Your mind keeps searching for answers the past cannot provide. You survived nights you thought would destroy you. Maybe one day, your heart will finally feel light again. Until then, breathe slowly. Stay here. The night will pass eventually.